Welcome to Las Vegas Trader YouTube channel and the weekly analysis video. Let's jump right in and let's see what the charts are telling us, what happened this week and what might happen next week, the last week of November. So let's jump in and let's see S&P 500. This is the daily chart. We had a huge bullish move to the upside and we are sitting right at resistance. Uh, 4570 or so. Um, the weekly chart showing us the same thing. We had four green bars to the upside, sitting at resistance, and the monthly chart is very bullish. The 20-day moving average held up, and we had a move up. Um, so we might end up positive for the year. Well, we are positive on the year, but we might hit the all-time high. Um, but this week, I mean, next week we might see a pullback. If this bar gets taken out, we might see pullback to the 4,500 or so because the top of this bar is support. So depending on how powerful the move to the downside will be, or the move to the upside. Anything is possible, of course. Nobody knows what will happen. So this is the weekly chart. Yeah, we might test the 20-day moving average, and then the following, well, December, we might see continuation of the move to the upside. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. This is the daily chart. Yeah, we are sitting right at resistance. We tried to break through it. We did, and now um, we are just sitting right at it. So if we have a move to the downside and we take out these two green bars, 15,600 or so would be support. This is the daily chart. Weekly, yeah, I can see a move to the downside on a weekly chart. So as long as the 20-day moving average holds up, December possibly will be a bullish month. And this is the monthly chart. Same thing. We might see a pullback and then finish off the year at the high. The Dow Jones, let's start with the daily again. It's like the rest of the indices. Um, yeah, we're pretty close to resistance. We are sitting, right here at 35,400. So yeah, um, very close to the all-time highs on uh, on the Dow Jones. And the monthly chart, just it's bullish, very bullish, just like S&P 500 and Nasdaq. So let's take a look at the Russell. Russell is just a little bit different, not as bullish as the other two indices. It's still far away from the all-time highs, and the 200-day moving average is acting as resistance. It tried to break through, but we had a pullback. So this is the daily chart. Um, we might see another pullback with the other indices to the 50-day moving average and the rising 20. If it holds up, then move down. Then we might see a move to the upside in December. Same thing on the weekly chart. Resistance with the 200-day moving average and the other two moving averages, the 20 and the 50. Um, having a hard time breaking through it. So, and this is the monthly. We did take out almost this red bar and monthly chart, and a declining 20-day moving average is resisting the move to the upside. So maybe a small pullback this week, and then the next month move up with the other indices. Crude oil. On the daily chart, we broke through the 200-day moving average. We have a declining 20-day moving average. We had Monday, Tuesday, powerful bullish days, and then we had a move to the downside, but quickly came back. And then Friday, again, a bearish day. So once we break through the 200-day moving average, we should see more upside. This is the daily chart. Weekly, um, we broke through the 50. So we are sitting right at support. The 200-day moving average is acting as support. Um, the 20 and the 50 is somewhat flat or so, slightly rising. Let's take a look at the monthly. Yeah, we are sitting right at 200-day moving average on a monthly chart. So this week will be tricky. We'll see what happens. Um, we are sitting right at support, so we can go either way. Break through it or come back and move to the upside. Gold. Let's go with the daily chart. We had a nice bullish move. We had a pullback to the 200-day moving average, move back to the resistance, and we are sitting right at resistance, $2,000 an ounce. So it's very bullish. Um, Weekly chart, we erased this red bar bouncing off the 200, the 20-day moving average and the 50. So I see more upside and higher prices for gold on a weekly chart. The monthly chart, same thing. The 50-day moving average acting as support, and the 20. We took out these two red bars, and this bar is acting, it wants to go higher. It just wants to go higher and break through the all-time highs for gold. Silver, uh, daily chart, we are sitting right at, we had this bullish move also. We had pulled back, like I said. We had a pullback from the 200-day moving average, and we broke through it. We are above the 200-day moving average. And now on the daily chart, 25 $25.50 to 26.50 or so would be my target. On the weekly chart, very bullish as well. The rising 200, rising 50. We are above the 20-day moving average, and 26 bucks, 26.50 or so. We could end the year, well, this coming up week, at 26 bucks, but it's very bullish on this chart. Weekly chart, this is the monthly. The 50-day moving average held up the downward movement, and if we reach 26 bucks and you take out all these red bars, December would be bullish as well. So $28, $29 would not be out of the question, or even 30 for silver. Now Bitcoin. This is the futures chart. Let's see. Let's start with the daily. Very bullish, very bullish. Everything is rising. The 20-day moving average is rising. The 50 is rising. The 200 is rising. Um, I thought this red bar almost took out this green bar. One green bar would produce more red movement, but this 20-day moving average acted as support, and uh, the prices moved up, and so it's very bullish. I see higher prices on the daily, weekly, same thing. We are above the 200-day moving average. The 20-day moving average is rising, and the 50, um, 40,000 or even 48,000. Uh, Maybe not this week, but anything's possible. 44,000 is probably more realistic. This is the weekly. On the monthly chart, so if we had a real strong week for Bitcoin, I mean 48,000 would not be, I would not be surprised if it really was really strong this week. But we might have a pullback because it's struggling a little bit on a daily chart. So uh, this is the forex chart. Same thing. It's identical to the futures chart. And the last but not least, the dollar index, the daily daily chart. We are sitting right at 200-day moving average, which is flat. So um, on a daily, anything can happen really. We can have continuation to the downside, or if we take out these two bars, just call, let's see, 104 or so. If we go past 104, then we are definitely going up. This is the daily, the weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart. So we had our 50% or so retracement. To the downside, we are sitting right at 50-day moving average. We are above the 200. So on a weekly, I would suspect um, move would be higher, and we take out this small red bar and possibly take out go go above the 20-day moving average this week. But then again, remember that the precious metals, gold and silver, move in the opposite direction most of the time uh, of the dollar. So if the dollar goes up, precious metals go down. But we have seen um, precious metals go down and the dollar go down at the same time. So it's they usually move in the opposite directions. This is the weekly and the monthly. We broke through the rising 20-day moving average, and we did break close below this green bar. So, but we are sitting, like I said, 50% move, retracement move from this low to the high. So if we move back up and right at 104, 105, we have a pullback this week. So maybe December will go higher. This is the monthly chart. So, and we are sitting right at support, these tails. So we'll see what happens. But that's it. Um, we'll call it here. And please, if you like what you see in these videos that I make, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. Thank you.